After watching the community reveal event, after watching the trailers, after watching gameplay, after, collecting all of my thoughts, I figured it is finally time to release some videos on what I think for each specific trailer that was released for the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 brand new game coming out October 12th. I am super excited. Let's just dive right into this, guys. So what's going on? My name is Panther, and let's talk about Black Ops 4 multiplayer in this video. Now, I am super excited for Black Ops 4. I think it's really cool that they're bringing it back boots on the ground style, but they're also kind of keeping it in the futuristic setting. Now, whoa, before you get all mad like, oh, you must not have played Call of Duty before it was all futuristic, because that's not what Call of Duty's about. Well, take a chill pill, sit your pants down, and just listen to the sound of my voice real quickly. I started playing Call of Duty with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, so yes, I started a little bit later than most people. Some people started with Call of Duty 4. I started with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which was technically Call of Duty 6. Now, I have been through the ups and downs with Call of Duty. I started with Modern Warfare 2. I played pretty much every single Call of Duty from then on. So I know a good amount about Call of Duty. And I kind of, to be honest, prefer the futuristic setting just because there's a lot more that the studio can do in terms of gameplay features. It's kind of hard to take a modern game and kind of innovate, especially with how many games Call of Duty has put out. They're putting out one every single year. It's hard to make changes and it's hard to innovate when you're doing that once a year. So I think with the futuristic setting, it is going to be a little bit nicer and easier for Treyarch to basically create new things, but they're also keeping it boots on the ground. So that's going to cater to both sides, basically. So it's going to cater to the futuristic wanting side, and it's also going to cater to the modern kind of side because it's boots on the ground. So back to what I was saying, I think with the futuristic setting, it is going to be a lot easier for Treyarch to basically innovate things and create brand new things for us all to do. Like, they're bringing back specialists, which is pretty cool. I don't really like how they're bringing back specialists, but I'll get into that. They can do cool things. There's like grappling hooks and everything. Their health stim shot, I think, is really cool. Most of this we'll talk about later on in the video, but I just think it's easier for them to do things with a futuristic setting. So don't hate me for that. That's just my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, that doesn't mean drop a dislike. Just post down in the comments why you disagree. So let's get into these specific points that I want to talk about. First of all, specialists are coming back. We have a couple of returning specialists that we see. They are quite familiar. There is Ruin. I believe they're bringing back Seraph, Nomad, and then Firebreak with, a couple of their specialist abilities, but they're also getting a couple of new different features, which I think is pretty cool. Bringing back a couple of old things that we know, but also changing it up ever so slightly that it feels like it's going to be a brand new experience. However, I am not really a fan of the fact that, there's 5 people on a team, so it's going to be 5v5 instead of 6v6, which, if the maps can do 5v5 and it feels like it's going to be fast-paced gameplay, then, I don't really care. Just make sure you throw Ground War in there because I love playing with a whole lot of other people. I think it's super fun and chaotic when there's more people. But talking about the specialists, it's going to be a 5v5, and on each team, there can only be one of a specific specialist. So let's say you want to play as Ruin, but someone else wants to play as Ruin. Well, you're kind of going to be SOL if you don't get to Ruin first. You got to pick someone else. I think that's kind of lame. It's definitely kind of going towards the more Overwatch style to where, it's basically really dependent on which character you choose. I don't play Overwatch. I'm just kind of, spewing nonsense that I hear from other people. But you can only play as one specific specialist. You can only have one of them per team, which I think is kind of lame. And that definitely is going to shoot away a lot of people who play solo. I think a majority of the Call of Duty multiplayer community, at least, are solo players, and having a super team-based game is definitely going to drive them away, or at least stick a wedge through their experience. Now, we don't all have friends to play with. Not all of our friends are on the same consoles. Some of us just really aren't social people. Some of us just want to chill, sit back, play for like 30 minutes, and then go. If you have like a quick gaming session with a friend for 30 minutes, I feel like that's kind of lame. You got to have like at least 3 hours with the bro, with the homie. But for solo players, I really hope that this game doesn't shove a wedge in their experience, because I play solo a lot of the times, and if it's going to be a super team-based game like we're all predicting it's going to be, I don't know how much fun I will be having, especially considering the fact that this is still the Call of Duty community. So even if you are playing solo, yeah, you can team up with other people that you're just barely meeting. But like I said, it's the Call of Duty community. There's going to be a lot of I effed your moms, or most of the time, they're just going to be people without a mic, and they're not going to talk, and they're not going to want to play the objective. They're not going to be smart enough. They're not going to understand. All right, you know what? I'm Firebreak. I'm using my, what they call it. I'm using my advanced heat wave, but my health is going down. Oh, you can heal me. They're running away. They don't want to heal me. That's cool. Oh, look, I'm dead. All right, thanks, teammate. I say that a lot. I say thanks, teammate, all the time whenever something goes wrong, when I know that there was a teammate there who could help me out, but whatever, that's just a rant that I'm going on. So, yeah, that's one concern that I have about the specialists and the whole team-based game. One thing that I do really think is extremely cool, though, is the way that they're reworking the health system. So what everyone has now is a standard base 150 health, and there is no health regen anymore. How you get your health back is through like a stim shot. And I think that's actually pretty cool. That's a really smart and tactical idea. So that way, you know, it's not really like Counter-Strike to where, you know, once you take shots and everything, your damage stays consistent throughout the rest of the round. You know, your damage stays down, but if you inject yourself with the stim shot, then your health goes straight back up to normal. I think there's a couple of other ones that like affect your health. There's like a shield one that gives you 33% more health. With the stim shot, it makes your health regen faster when you inject yourself. Like, it's basically instant, and then it recharges faster. I think that's how that looks. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just watching gameplay from other people. But yeah, there's a couple of other things like that you can do, or a couple of other things that you can use to take up those slots. But I think that's really cool. That adds another layer of skill to the game, which I think this game really needs. I hate having all of these Call of Duty games cater to the new players. You know, we were all new players at once. Back in Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, we were all new players and we got our asses kicked. But how did we get better? By getting our asses kicked. We learned, you know, how people play the game, how the spawns work, how each specific weapon works. And now, a couple years later, we're beasting, we're getting 2 KDs, we're getting 3 KDs, we're getting our swarms, we're getting our VSATs, and now we're taking care of the brand new people who have to get their asses kicked in order to learn how to play the game. I think this is really good. You know, I hate how things have just been catering to the new players, because the new players are going to quote-unquote boost sales, but, you know, whatever. It's whatever. I can't really do much about that. But I think the skill gap in this game is definitely going to be quite high, and I am super, super excited for that. And now I just want to say, you know, I'm super excited for Black Ops 4. I am going to definitely be playing it. It comes out in October, which is really cool. I'm glad that it comes out early, because after watching all of these trailers, man, I just want to get my hands on the game. I just want to play it. I want to gobble it up. I want to hit that Prestige Master or whatever they're going to have in there. I just want to play the game super bad right now. I'm so sad that I have to wait, what is it, 5 months? 5 months? Yeah, the game comes out in like 5 months. Ugh. Man, it's so far away, it feels like. I hope that time goes by pretty quickly, though. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's really the main topics that I wanted to talk about for Black Ops 4 multiplayer. Post down in the comments below what you think of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 multiplayer. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next one.